Hey, how's it going, guys? MrBossFTW here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be giving you guys my first impressions of the two new vehicles that are actually going to be coming with this Halloween update. I was lucky enough to get into a lobby with my good friend Yan2295, so big thanks to him, and he was able to help me out and actually allow me to get a first impression with these vehicles, because I've talked about them so much, about the customization, how much they're going to cost, but this was actually the first time that I'd gotten to drive them, and it really does change your perspective. So in today's video, like I said, I'm going to be telling you guys my first impressions of driving them for about 5 to 7 minutes. Can't really be a full review because obviously you can't get a whole lot of judgment done in 5 to 7 minutes, but I will tell you guys what I think and maybe give you some advice when it does come to launch day and it comes time to actually buy these vehicles. But without the way, let's get it started. Alright, so I started off with the Albany Lurcher, which is basically the combination of the Romero Hearst and the Buccaneer. And I definitely noticed that even though this was in the muscle class, it kind of struggled to get up, I guess you could say. It took a long time to get this car going in terms of acceleration. Now, once you did get it going, it was actually pretty fast, but if you hit something or if you spun out or you hit a curb, it was going to definitely take a long time to recover. So as far as it goes in the muscle car category, and I know you probably won't be racing with these vehicles, it definitely should not be your choice if top speed and acceleration is your thing. But let's talk about it visually. It is absolutely beautiful. Like I talked about it earlier, it's like the Buccaneer and the Romero Hearst had a baby, and that's the combination that they had. It is a beautiful looking car. The two liveries on there look amazing. They really do wrap around the entirety of the vehicle, which is pretty awesome. Some liveries you see will only stick towards the front, but these really just wrap around the sides of the doors and obviously cover the front hood and bumper and grille. And of course, the little Frankenstein guy in the back is definitely very funny. And one thing I noticed is when you're driving and if you like tilt the steering wheel back and forth, the little Frankenstein guy's arm or hand will actually move. I noticed that and I thought that was the creepiest thing at first. I'm like, is he alive? Is he gonna move? But I really didn't know what was going on. And of course, if you take a look in the interior of the car, it definitely looks very beautiful. One of the best looking interiors. And if you turn your head, you'll be able to see like the back of the coffin and the guy in the back a little bit. So the first person view definitely gives you a pretty good look at what's going on with this vehicle. And overall, I enjoyed it. It was a little clunky, it was a little slow, but I definitely expected that out of something that was a combination of an old school muscle car and a hearse. So I didn't expect it to be a speed demon, and I didn't expect it to have the agility of a supercar. It was just a little bit clunky, but I can get around that because it looks really awesome. Alright, and finally, let's move on to the Albany Franken Stange. Now, I was extremely impressed with this car. I'll give my final verdict at the end of the video, but oh my gosh, this car is amazing. This is definitely going to be the first one that I go after when this update does launch. There's a couple things that I noticed at first. When you're sitting still, the car will actually rumble. Like the engine block will rumble, your controller will like start to vibrate, and you'll actually hear like the car shaking, and you'll like see it shaking. It's really awesome, the detail that Rockstar put into this car. So that is really, really cool. You'll also notice that the back tires are effing huge compared to the front. Excuse my French, but that is so awesome. They are huge. It is crazy. It's like NASCAR tires on this vehicle, which really does give it an awesome look. So the back is like definitely wider and it gets a little skinnier towards the front, which is definitely a cool look. The liveries on the car look amazing. Both of the flames look awesome. Whether you go with the purple one or whether you choose to go with the orange one, it really does look great no matter the color, no matter the combination. And performance-wise, this car was not bad. For a sports classic, it had a ton of get up. Its top speed was pretty nice. I talked about some of the speeds you might expect in a video I did the other day, but it's actually pretty fast. Now, like the Lurcher, if you spin out or whatnot, you are going to have a little bit of trouble recovering because it is a sports classic car, but this thing is pretty fast and it's pretty maneuverable and it gets up really nicely. So as far as sports classics go, I'm definitely going to have a lot of fun with this vehicle. Now, probably one of the only complaints I have is when you're in first person mode, you'll notice that the engine block is very, very high and restricts your view. Even if you don't add one of the bug catchers, your view is going to be pretty limited. So definitely keep that in mind when you go about upgrading the car. But the interior is certainly beautiful, so that's not taking away anything from this vehicle. The dash, all the gauges and dials look really, really nice. And overall, I've got to say I'm very impressed with the Albany Franken Stange. Definitely one that I'm going to be buying. Now, I thought I would do a fun little game here at the end. If I could only choose one to buy, what would it be? And I would have to go with the Albany Franken Stange. And that's nothing against the Lurcher, but I really like the deliveries. I really like the way it sounded. That's probably my best part. And those back wheels are gorgeous, especially if you modify them up, give them some nice white walls and custom tires. They really good because they're so big. It gives the car a nice profile. So again, that's nothing against the Lurcher, but I just love the look, sound, feel, and performance of the Franken Stange. So I think that's the one I'm actually going to go for. Anyways, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think about both of these vehicles from the footage you've seen, from videos you've seen. Just let me know which one you're most interested in the comment section down below. Once again, if you did go on to enjoy the video, a like rating would be awesome. And of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you like daily Grand Theft Auto 5 videos like this. With out of the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.